In a World Cup, a team that's reached the final will usually not have too many question marks over what their preferred playing 11 is. Yet India, the home team, the pre-tournament favourites, actually do have two major question marks in their playing 11. One is Varun Chakravarti, the other is Abhishek Sharma. However, in this video, we're going to be focusing on Abhishek Sharma because, again, despite the fact that Varun's form has nosedived in the first half of the tournament, he was still by and large a very effective bowler. Abhishek, though, barring that 150, has been struggling throughout the tournament and has not looked the same player that was dominating bilateral cricket when India were blazing through teams in T20 series. Now, again, there is a legitimate reason to at this point suggest that perhaps actually dropping Abhishek Sharma, bringing in a Rinku Singh might be a good idea because, again, you can promote Ishant to the top of the order. Everyone goes one up. Rinku Singh then operate as your designated finisher. Win-win for everyone, right? Well, one former India captain and head coach is of the opinion that you shouldn't be dropping Abhishek, and that person, of course, is Ravi Shastri. Here's what he had to say when speaking on a podcast about the Abhishek conundrum that India are facing. He said that, look, I think we've just got to stick with Abhishek now. Don't make any changes as the side's having a good run. Now, this is a fair way of looking at it. I mean, why would you want to change a combination that's winning even when there are clear underperformers in that side? However, there is very much a temptation right now because with Abhishek, it hasn't been a case of 1-2 games, and it's not just been a case of him getting less runs. Sometimes what happens in T20 cricket, the margins are fine. You may end up getting out quickly, but you're passing the eye test. A key example of this was Sanju Samson's knock when he got a chance in the middle of the tournament despite being dropped from the start. He had that 22 against Namibia, and again at that point in time you looked and said, okay, he didn't get a big score, but he was looking to attack and his shots were coming off. The same can't be said about Abhishek. He's looked tentative, he's looked almost shy, and he's looked scared of actually going out to attack, but he's been doing it anyway because that's all he knows. So in that sense, Ravi Shastri did have a little bit of advice for Abhishek, and he said that this is what the team management needs to tell Abhishek if they're going to play him in the final. You have to tell him to believe in your ability, to believe in your strengths and back yourself. Don't go into a shell where you're tentative or you're timid. And I think this is great advice. One of the things which I've been noticing with Abhishek, it's not necessarily a technical issue. When you watch him play, you realize very clearly that he seems to be in his head, and that is the worst thing you can do as a sports person. If you're not focused on what's in front of you and you're worried and you're thinking about past poor performances, you're just never going to end up performing well. Abhishek right now is stuck in his head, and again, as Shastri is saying, you need to not be tentative or be playing timidly. You need to back yourself, you need to believe in your ability, and you then need to go out there and deliver the goods. Of course, that can be easier said than done in a pressure nog in the final because, again, Abhishek hasn't really hit much home, but it is an interesting assessment from Shastri. However, is it one that you guys agree or disagree with? Let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget, as always, to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X and Facebook, and stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.